everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet these pot holders. To make these pot holders, you will need a variety of number 4 medium weight yarn. I do recommend for you to use cotton yarn. You're also going to need a 6mm crochet hook. These pot holders are measuring about 10.5 inches wide. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. We're going to start with the slip knot. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the first chain, go ahead and slip stitch into that chain. Here we created a ring and we're going to be working our double crochets into this ring. For round 1, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as our first double crochet. I'm going to be working my tail in. Go ahead and work 1 double crochet into the ring. Chain 2, 1, 2. Work 2 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2. Chain 2, 1, 2, and work 2 double crochets into the ring or into the circle. 1, and then here's 1 more. And that's the repeat, is working 2 double crochets with the chain 2, and you should have a total of 6 double crochet sets with the chain 2. So here I have my 6 sets of double crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to end this round, chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the third chain. So here's 1, 2, 3. Right over here, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into to finish this round, like so. Go ahead and pull on this yarn tail, tighten the center. Let's fasten off and cut our yarn. For round 2, we're going to start with the new color. You can start in any of the chain 2 spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into the chain 2 space, pick up my new color, wrap it around my hook, and pull through. Holding on to this tail, yarn tail, I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, tighten it, and hold on to it. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as our first double crochet. Go ahead and work 1 more double crochet into the chain 2 space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and going back into that chain 2 space, we're going to work 2 more double crochets. Here's 1, and going back into that same chain 2 space, work your second double crochet, like so. Now jump into the next chain 2 space, and I'm working my yarn tails in so I could just cut them. And go ahead and work your 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, like so. Chain 2, 1, 2, and going back into that same chain 2 space, I'm going to go ahead and work my 2 double crochets one more time. Again, jump into the next chain 2 space and work 2 double crochets. Chain 2 and 2 more double crochets. And that's the repeat. So continue working into this chain 2 space. You're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2 with 2 double crochets, and then like that, continue on, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 2, you should have 6 sets of 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. To end this round, we're going to slip stitch on top of the third chain. So here's 1, 2, 3. Right over here, we're going to slip stitch into and end this round. I'm going to cut my yarn and pick a new color. Now you can go ahead and cut this yarn tails right over here that we worked on. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them. Another way to hide your yarn tail, what you can do is using a hook, you can bring your yarn tail into the chain 2 space, like so. And this way you can start into this chain 2 space and hide it that way. Now what we're going to do is, using any of this chain 2 spaces, we're going to go ahead and start with the new color. So once again, wrap your yarn around your hook, pull through, hold on to your yarn tails, and chain 1. Now this chain 1 doesn't count as anything, it just helps us bring the yarn tail and hold on to it. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as our first double crochet. Back into this chain 2 space, we're going to work 6 more double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With this chain 3, it's a total of 7 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now go ahead and cut this yarn tails. You don't need them. And that's what I'm going to do. Next, jump into the next chain 2 space and work your 7 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So continue working your double crochets into the chain 2 spaces, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. To end round 3, slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain, the beginning of the round. Cut your yarn, fasten off. For round 4, we're going to start using any of these double crochets right over here. I'm going to start right with my first double crochet, and I'm going to wrap my new color around my hook, pull through, hold on to my yarn tail, and once again chain 1 and hold on to this yarn tail. Chain 1 into this space right over here where we started our new color and chain 1 into. We're going to go ahead and work 1 single crochet. Work 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now total we have 7 single crochets worked on top of the double crochets right over here. Next we're going to work a long single crochet, and to work a long single crochet, what I'm going to do is insert my hook, not here, not into the space, but using round 2 right into this space right here. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a long loop, yarn over 1 more time, and work my single crochet like that. Next we're going to work 1 single crochet on top of these double crochets right over here of the previous round, and the total it should be 7. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next, let's work a long single crochet. So once again, I'm not going to go into this space, but going into this space right over here where we did our round 2, I'm going to insert my hook, and from the back, I'm going to bring up a loop long enough, like so, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. Next, we're going to work 1 single crochet on top of the double crochets of the previous round, and it should be 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and next work your long single crochet like so. So continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. To end this round, don't forget to work your last long single crochet like that. You should have a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to end, we're going to slip stitch into our first single crochet, fasten off and cut your yarn tail. This is how it looks like. For round 5, we're going to start right over here. So here's our long single crochet, and start into the next single crochet. I'm going to wrap my new color around my hook, pull through, hold on to my yarn tail, and chain 1. Tighten it by pulling on this yarn tail. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This stands as our first double crochet. Into the next single crochet, work 1 double crochet. Into the following stitch, work 1 double crochet. So here we have a total of 3 double crochet. Into the following stitch, we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. Now we have 3 single crochets left. We're going to work 1 double crochet into those stitches. So here's 1, going to the next single crochet and work your next double crochet, and then 1 more into this single crochet of the previous round. We're going to work 1 double crochet. So here we have 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Into the next stitch we have 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 more double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3 double crochets on this side. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to skip this long single crochet and repeat. Work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Into the following stitch, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. Next, work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. So like that, continue and repeat, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. To end round 5, we're going to slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain, which is right over here. I'm going to go ahead and fasten off and choose my new color. For round 6, I'm just going to start right where we finished, right over here, and I'm going to go ahead and start with my new color. Once again, I'm going to work in my yarn tails. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Go ahead and work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. 1 double crochet into the following stitch. 1 double crochet into the following stitch. So here we have a total of 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Into this chain 2 space, we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same chain 2 space. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now again, we're going to repeat. Work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 3 and 4. And into the chain 2 space, we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that chain 2 space. Now we have 4 double crochets left, and into those 4 double crochets we're going to work 1 double crochet. Three and 1 more. This is how it looks like, and that's pretty much the repeat. So continue working like that, and I'll meet you at the end of this round to show you what to do next. To end round 6, we're going to slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain, same exact way as before. Go ahead and fasten up and cut your yarn. For round 7, we're going to start the same exact way. So here we finished, and this is where we slip stitched into. I'm going to insert my hook into that stitch and pull my new color through, like so, holding on to my yarn tails one more time. I'm going to chain, tighten my yarn tail. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Next, we're going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch until we get to the chain 2 space. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My yarn is stuck. So here's 5. Now into the chain 3 space right over here, we're going to work 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Once again, I'm going to work double crochets all along here until I get to the chain 2 space. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. And into the chain 2 space, I'm going to work 3 double crochets. And that's the repeat. So what you're going to do is you're going to work 1 double crochet into this 10 stitches until you get to the chain 2 space and work 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space. And that's the repeat. So continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this round. To end round 7, we're going to slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain. Round 8 is our last round. Chain 1 and work 1 single crochet back into that same stitch that we slip stitched into, or the chain that we slip stitched into. Skip this stitch and into the following stitch work 7 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip this stitch and into the following stitch work 1 single crochet, and that's the repeat. Skip 1 stitch into the following stitch, work 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip this stitch and into the following stitch work 1 single crochet. And once again, skip this stitch and into the following stitch work your 7 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And skip this stitch and into the following stitch work your single crochet. Continue working like that and I'll meet you at the end of this round. To end this round, we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet, fasten off, and all we have to do is work on our yarn tails, and I'll show you how that's done. Let's go ahead and work on the one in the middle. Tighten the center a little bit, insert your needle into any of the double crochets, back loops only. Pull out your needle like that, and then if your yarn tail is short, what you can do is insert your needle into the stitches that you're going to use, and then wrap your yarn tail around your needle and pull through like that. I don't know why, but I always cut my yarn tail short. Just a habit that I picked up over the years. And once again, I'm going to do the same thing. and pull through like that and cut your yarn tail. Now we have one more left, which is right over here, and same thing. Look, on this last yarn tail, what we're going to do is right over here where we finished, we're going to use this single crochet and insert our needle into that single crochet and pull our yarn tail towards the back. Now use the stitches like so to come into this double crochets right over here. Insert your needle into those double crochets, pull through, and then going back the opposite direction, I'm going to drop one of the loops and insert my needles into those stitches. And once again, this fell out, pull through, and then dropping one of the loops, once again, I'm going to go ahead and insert my needle into those stitches, back loops, and pull through. Like that. Cut your yarn tail and you are done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.